What's up, guys? My name's Derek, and you just tuned into the Bronco Adventures channel. And today we have something real special. We got a big old box that just showed up from Titan Truck Equipment. Let's get to it. Alright guys, we got ourselves a rooftop tent to put on that badass tent's roof rack. We got with our buddies over at Titan Truck Equipment. They sent us over the Ovs Nomadic 4. We've got a big family. We've got 3 small kids, my wife, and myself. This sucker is the size of a king-size bed when it's fully deployed. So let's get to it and get it up on this Bronco.
So we just got this thing opened up, and here's what's in it. There is a bag full of stakes and mounting hardware, a laptop cushion with a light that came with it, the ladder, broom and dustpan, window poles, the mounting rails. We've got the big cover for the whole tent, some cargo bags, and a couple of LED lights that are super sweet, and the instruction manual.
Alrighty, so we got the hardware all laid out. This is what comes with the tent. We got mounting bolts for all the different sizes when we're going to put it up on our badass tent's roof rack. The first step that the instructions are telling us is to mount these rails on the base of the tent utilizing these bolts here. They send wrenches that are included, so you don't even have to worry about getting any of the hardware on your own or tools. It's all ready to go and nice convenient package. So let's jump to mounting these rails on the base of the tent. Okay, so we were able to get those bolts ran through. There's 3 of them on each rail. There, and then at the bottom as well. It's pretty slick if you utilize the tent. We had to flip it over. You can literally just reach in and get to your bolt right there. Like I say, there's just 3 of them. That's what holds those rails on. So now the next step with the instructions would be to slide these guys into the rail along with your bolt, so that way when you get it up on your roof, you then can span these across the bar and bolt it together to where it's mounted to the roof. But I don't want to scratch our nice roof rack, so I think we're going to slide it up there and then take and slide in those brackets and get it to where we can just position the bolts up top, and then that way maybe it saves a step. I don't know, figure it out. Okay, so we got the tent up on the roof. Really wasn't too terribly difficult. It says that you need, what's recommended that you need 4 people to get it up there. And as that would have been nicer, we just didn't have that luxury. So, did it as best as we could. So now, we're gonna take, and first thing is slide in the brackets to be able to send our bolts through, which will be these guys. So we'll get those all in place, and then we'll center it up on the roof, and then we'll go through and actually tighten down all the bolts, and it'll be mounted to the roof. It's looking pretty good. It's a big tent. So it looks like we're running into one fairly small issue, but with 2 of our sliders. The bolt is supposed to go in and be recessed, so that way when you tighten it on, it locks in there. We've got 2 of them that the bolt doesn't want to set down in there all the way. So easy enough fix, but I don't know if it was just our kid or if it's a standard thing that happens with these tents, but we'll just shave a little bit of material off of there and we'll get them back to how they should be. get the final bolts bolted on, it is kind of hard to get in there and tighten them up. The only thing that we have noticed is with those bolts hanging down, if we go to take off the roof, we need to cut those flush so they don't gouge into the top. We did take off the front panels to access those to tighten them up. We did try to take off this rear panel, but I think with the weight of the tent, the roof rack has sagged a little bit. And because of that, it didn't allow us to actually get that out. There again, we were worried about dragging those bolts across the top. All right, guys, so here it is, all installed. Got the window poles propped up. The only thing that we didn't really talk about yet was how to mount this ladder. It is kind of confusing, but I think this is the right way. On the instructions, it doesn't really say. But when you tighten this in, this little shim here keeps it to where your ladder can still pivot. So you don't want to go too tight with this bolt or else it binds in there and then you won't actually get the motion out of it. Like I say, I did the same thing on this side. So I think that's the proper way to do it. Comment if we're wrong, but that's the way we set it up. So it was kind of a process to get this thing mounted. Definitely would recommend having a second set of hands or even a third. So, but it's up there. There's the dogs. So, but that is a big tent. One of the things online that we just couldn't really judge was how the size actually was.
So that was the install of the Ovs Nomadic 4. Hope you enjoyed it. We are planning on doing a setup and takedown video as well as a review when we get a little bit of daylight back. So stay tuned for that.
What's up, guys? My name's Derek. I don't even remember what and these wheels are big and black. I forgot what I was even talking about. Open or closed or what? We should, I don't know, fellers. Shit. This is our biggest critic, though. What do you think of the Ford Bronco, Lewis? All right, there. Hot patina, hey. A tenty tent. It's a big tent. Large tent. That's right, guys. We got a rooftop tent to put on that badass tent.
So that was the install of the Ovs Nomadic 4.
Bronco adventures.